now everyone is discovering their roots. It's amazing. It's becoming a movement. When there's crisis, there's good music.
¿Cuánto tiempo va a pasar para que pueda mejorar? Todos somos víctimas de un estado confiscado.
I want to talk about the making of Político. That was a completely different album from your previous releases. It was still a party record, but it was much more political, obviously, hence the name Político. What was going through your mind when you were deciding to make this record?
I guess this record was more focused on the political side of the dance albums, like in the way that The Clash did Sandinista or other albums that has some kind of energy, and it's a more rabid and it's more punk rock, but it has some kind of dance floor elements. And Mexico was living these tough times. I mean, still living these horrible times. So I wanted to like melt it together and not do like a boring record with political message. And I'm not a politician, so I wanted to do something that fits and makes sense with the other records I have done on the past.
Son los Zetas o es el Chapo, tus hijos ya son sicarios. Muérdete la lengua que hay 30 muertos en Veracruz. Es todo un placer y orgullo saber que el turno es tuyo. Que quizás mañana ya no llegues vivo a tu casa. México es México. México, México es México. Es México, es México, ra ra ra.
Like when I saw like the media releases and stuff that we get, I was thinking, oh, I wonder how this record's gonna do for the fans that already like love you from Piñata. Were you worried about how you were gonna be received or what people were gonna think about it?
Well, with this record, finally it took off in Mexico. My problem was that I was touring everywhere but in Mexico. And with this record, I finally like had a chance to go to other cities and perform, and so in a way, it helped me a lot. And I guess people starting getting used to what I do. No, on the past it was complex because I was in the middle of the road for a lot of rhythms, and people didn't find where to like put me in a box. No, so I guess now. I'm more of a, like, people get it, finally, no? With this album, I feel more comfortable on how I perform live. And we got to this point that the show live is more punk rock, more cumbia, more sound system.
This whole electro cumbia, cumbia trónica, whatever people are calling it in the press these days, this movement has kind of just really blown up. A lot of people give you and guys like Nortec, early credit for kind of like bringing it to the forefront. What do you like about where this kind of movement is going now, this fusion of traditional Latin rhythms with DJ music?
Well, I guess now everyone is discovering their roots, and it's amazing. There's so many projects, and probably there was, but now you can check them really easy through the internet. It's becoming a movement. What happened a few years ago is that there were like five guys doing that, and they were like the flavor of the month, and now you see people that doing that as a career. I kind of have mixed feelings because I know who are the ones that are doing it for real and who does the homework to really learn traditional music or to make it from a real background, and who don't, who just like catching the wave. But it's good. I mean, you see amazing things that comes out as a result of that. Like Tribal is a good example. Right? They're really young, really good, and what they do is really exciting. And it has their own voice, but it has these elements. Like they have a feed into regional Mexican music.
What do you think is going on in Mexico to where these, seemingly a younger crowd, younger kids, are getting into this music and not going the more traditional route? They're into the DJ stuff. Like, why do you think that is?
There's so much opportunities to do it yourself that many people is taking advantage of that, and it's great. Like there's room for everyone, and especially in Mexico nowadays, since there is a lot of places you can go out and party. People are doing music and having fun on their laptops, and their new bars are the websites and SoundCloud and these places. So I guess it's a sign of the times. When there's crisis, there's good music.
Estoy en Nueva York, estoy en Culiacán, estoy en Amsterdam, estoy en Guadalajara, estoy en DF, estoy en Los Mochis, estoy en Houston, estoy en Austin.
Doing a new album we're gonna release it like March, April, and mi compadre Toy Selecta and I are working on a new record together. We're doing this kind of experiment and see what happens. Like, it's gonna be a record with a lot of collaborations, and basically we felt very comfortable working on the Ángeles Azules record, so we were like, okay, well, we should do a record together and see what happens.
Aside from being homies, what was it about Toy Selecta that made you want to work with him to do a proper album?
He's probably the godfather of that. Like, he got this idea of blending the clash of cultures since day one, and I always admire what he did, and I love the way he mixes and the way he sounds. So it was good, and he never releases records on his own. So it's a way to push him and tell him, like, hey, dude, you should do some music. And he keeps doing projects for other people and remixes, but it's a good opportunity to finally have a Toy album. I'm going to do a new Banda Turistas remix. I've been working with Centaurus, which is a Mexican band. They just have a couple of EPs and they're amazing, and that's very exciting to work with. They have this idea of the next step of regional Mexican music, so it's very exciting.
Whenever you come back, it's always a party, so please make sure you do come back.
Oh, I will.
Thanks so much for talking to us today, Camilo. Always good to see you.
I wish all the interviews were like this, man.
Me too.